bought this Jeep new 2017. It had 21 miles 4 weeks ago. Today is December 22nd. Bought on November 27. It leaks water when inside when it rains through the doors. I think the problem is right here. This is not properly done, and by the way, there's a little piece here. It looks like it's added. This gasket, I don't know if it was additionally sealed here, and it's not even sealed well. I think the water leaks here, and instead of going this way and to the outside, it gets in probably and leaks through the door, leaks through the door down there. This gasket, the way it's done, it's supposed to take the water, the gasket on the door is supposed to take the water out from here to the outside, but it doesn't do it. Down there it becomes a pool, and there is this gasket. There it is. It is pitched this way so that it can catch the water when you close, so the water can fall here, it can catch it and bring it out, but that doesn't happen. So it probably leaks right there behind the gasket, behind that band, gets in on the inside here, and it leaks down to the inside. So I don't know if this can be corrected, but inside there is a pool. It's wet, becomes a pool when raining, it gets wet. And let me see down here if it's still wet now. I don't even know. I've been well, now I have the rubber mat under. In this area it gets under the rubber mat, and let me see if I can pull the rubber mat out. See, pull the rubber mat out. Let's see if underneath is still wet. It will show on the paper. Yeah, still wet. When I press here, it absorbs the water. It's still wet. So when the water gets in on the driver's side, it's worse than the passenger side. When the water gets in, it even leaks under the rubber mat, and it fills up the rubber mat like a pool, and it leaks underneath the rubber mat, and it wets the whole carpet. Then the last time the rain was December 16, 17, had to dry it for 3 hours, put a fan inside with a little heater on. Now yesterday rain on the 21st, 20th and 21st was a lot. It was wet. There were pools also both sides, and it's still, the carpet is still wet underneath there. So I'm bringing it to the dealer, Star Chrysler in Queens. I'm bringing it on Monday the 24th, and we'll see. I'm gonna file a warranty claim. We'll see if they're gonna fix it or not, but since there are these vehicles produced, and obviously not everybody has this problem, somewhere the gasket lays down properly, but I don't know if it can be corrected. Paid $35,000 for this car, so it's impossible to drive it like this, unless the weather is dry, of course, but when it rains it's impossible to drive.